There's something tragic happening in our culture right now, and I am completely shocked that there is not an uproar across this nation. The traditional historical man has become lost in his culture. His manhood is being stripped, and the establishments of entertainment and government and education is literally castrating him. The ripple effect is unseen throughout all of history. You'll not find another time period in history that you will witness this issue taking place. The feminization of manhood, lost manhood. The traditional man is a masculine man. And I say that without apology. I feel like everyone's come out of the closet except for real manhood. Manhood is vital to a culture. It is vital to a civilization. It is the young boy that needs to be developed into his masculinity. He needs to discover his manhood. That traditional man, that masculine man, must become aware that he must do things he does not feel like doing. Let me give you an example of what I'm speaking about. That man, when he becomes and develops and ignites that manhood, that masculine side of his nature, he's going to fight in wars, even if he doesn't feel like doing it. We see this historically, especially in the greatest generation of all time. That masculine man who's not led by feeling is going to defend the helpless. He is going to defend the helpless. He's going to guard and protect the family. He's going to do it whether he feels like it or doesn't feel like it. The masculine man is going to defend the helpless. He's going to be ignited to stand, you would say, at the crossroads for those who are in need to be rescued. He's going to guard and protect the family. That is a part of his masculinity. He's going to police the streets. He's going to rescue those in burning buildings while others are running. The masculine man runs into tragedy. He runs into the storm, not away from the storm. He's going to rescue individuals. He's going to resist the growing tide of apathy and laziness. We're living in a complete lazy generation where this generation does not want to work. The masculine man is going to father their children. In the absence of fatherhood across this nation, it is an epidemic of the missing man. But what would you expect? Would you expect anything different? As the man in this generation is being castrated, is being told to weep in the corner, to rediscover the birthing canal again, are we shocked in this as we are told that the average man needs to be more feminine, needs to be castrated? We have a loss of fathers fathering their children. The masculine man is told to work hard, not to be lazy and slothful. Today's young men are being told to give way to their feelings, to deny responsibility through excuse, and to give pathways to discover more of that intimate place of feeling in their life. Avoid the hard and difficult paths. Act as you feel. Here's the problem if you continue to act as you feel. A culture of men who are led by feelings breed and produce dangerous outcomes. I'm telling you, we've yet to see the ripple effect of the stripping of masculinity from manhood. And when you do that, and when you're led by feelings, and when you have a culture of young men being told to give way to their feelings, to become more feminine, there's a conflict that happens inside that individual. There's a conflict in the man, in their manhood, and it produces murderers. It produces rapists. It produces violence, school shooting. It produces what we're seeing in the culture today. And it becomes a culture where men have no self-control, no discipline. They are taught to give way to their feelings and to become more feminine. I would say to you that we've yet to see what this nation and what the world is going to look like 5 years from now. We're in unprecedented times. We're in waters we've not sailed before. We are in a turbulence, you would say a turbulence, a hurricane that mankind has yet to see. I'm going to close with this and just top this off, because the hordes of hell, coupled with the establishment of government, these are the known establishment, the pillars of civilization: government, education, media and entertainment, those outlets are avidly looking to castrate men and strip masculinity from men. They are redefining biology, and they are stripping this from the warrior, from the man, from his masculinity. And those establishments are coming for the last man standing. I would encourage you. These podcasts are standing against it. We are standing against that tide. It is vital for you, if you're a father, it is vital for you to look deep into your son and pull forth and call forth that masculinity in him. Don't let the culture call forth something in him. Don't let the teachers call forth something in him. If you're a man listening to this podcast, do not let the establishment call forth something that is contrary to how you were created by Almighty God. I cannot stress this enough. We are seeing what this podcast is named, Lost Manhood. We are seeing this in devastating form, and the ripple effect is we're just experiencing the first ring of the rock and boulder that has hit the calm oceans of family and the calm waters of manhood. And I just encourage you today that you do not give way to those demonic philosophies. I encourage you to keep listening to the Last Man podcast, pass it on to other individuals. And we, the last man standing, the last men standing, have got to rise up in this culture and be defenders of what is right, be speakers of truth and a voice to truth. This is the hour for you and every man to not lose their manhood, but to activate that manhood and stand at this hour.
Can I ask you a question?
You got to ask me, Mr. Stewicki, the one you got the questions for.
How come you ain't never liked me?
Like you? Who the hell said I got to like you? What law is there say I got to like you? Want to stand up in front of my face and ask a question like that? Talking about liking somebody. Come here, boy, when I talk to you. Straighten up. I asked you a question. What law is there say I got to like you?
None.
All right, then. Don't you eat every day? Answer me when I talk to you. Don't you eat every day?
Yeah.
As long as you in my house, you put a sir on the end of it when you talk to me.
Yes, sir.
You eat every day.
Yes, sir.
Got a roof over your head.
Yes, sir.
Got clothes on your back.
Yes, sir.
Why you think that is?
Because of you?
I know it's because of me, but why do you think that is?
Because you like me?
Like you. I go out of here every morning. I bust my butt putting up with them every day because I like you. You're about the biggest fool I ever saw. It's my job. It's my responsibility. A man is supposed to take care of his family. You live in my house, fill your belly with my food, put your behind on my bed because you're my son. Not because I like you, because it's my duty to take care of you. I owe a responsibility to you. Now let's get this straight right here and now before I go along any further. I ain't got to like you. Mr. Rand don't give me my money come payday because he like me. He give it to me because he owe me. Now, I don't give you everything I got to give you. I give you your life. Me and your mama worked that out between us, and liking your wasn't part of the bargain. Now, don't you go through life worrying about whether somebody like you or not. You best be making sure they're doing right by you. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Then get the hell out of my face and get on down to that A&P.